Okay, the next series, my three pieces, are called New Creepy Creatures. And so this series is sort of roughly based on the mythical creatures. I flip-flopped the covers, so instead of all the color being on the outside and sort of a whitish inside, I made all the white part on the outside and color on the inside. Now, there aren't any coloring sheets for these, but they're the same kind of idea, just really fun music at the elementary and late elementary level. So the first piece is late elementary, and it's Zoneless Zombies. This is a really big sounding piece. So if your students want something flashy and big and impressive sounding, this is a great piece for them. The right-hand chord shape remains consistent. So all the students have to do is look at the bottom notes to see if they're moving up, down, or staying the same, but that hand shape of 1, 2, and 5 is consistent whenever those chords are happening in the piece. It utilizes the tritone, as does a lot of Halloween music, and this is what it sounds like. That big sound in their music. The next piece is Greedy Goblins. This one has lyrics on it, and there's a meter change. Now, what happens when you usually move from 4/4 to 3/4? Usually what happens is when you get to 3/4, the students go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and they think they're in 3/4, but they're really in 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and they've got that extra fourth beat. This is specifically designed so that they go to the first beat and sit on it for a minute, which gives it a natural emphasis. So it goes 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1. So there's that really strong half note there to really emphasize that that's where they're supposed to sit. And then it helps them get that feeling of triple meters. So shifting meters is much easier in this kind of piece, and it helps them not learn to be afraid of it when they're exposed to it like this. The hand position shift forces reading. So as with a lot of our music, it just changes a little every now and then just to make sure that they actually are reading by notes instead of always just by finger numbers. And then it moves around the piano as you would expect with a lot of our music and lots of articulation practice. So this is how it goes. Greedy goblins eyeing me, all my candy, all my treats, through the window in the door. Greedy, gutsy, wanting more, more of my candy, more of my chocolate, more of my sugar, more of my treats. Greedy goblins, no, 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 you're not welcome, you must go. Greedy goblins, stay away, don't return another day. So that is Greedy Goblins, the shifting meter piece. And then the last of the pieces in this particular trilogy is called Gentle Ghosts. I particularly like this one. The pedal is held down throughout the piece, and I used a Mixolydian mode with a flat 6. So it's got that sort of mysterious sound that's beautiful, while at the same time it's spooky. So it's a lot of fun. This is a great opportunity to teach sensitive playing. If you've got students who only like to play loud and forte music, and forceful music, I should have said, this is a great piece for helping them learn to sensitively play, because no ghost is going to sound loud. And so I think they get it when you talk about this is a gentle ghost. They really get that word picture and can come up with a much smoother, more nuanced sound. Very spooky and very emotive. This is what it sounds like. And this piece is actually really good for teaching a really long phrase. A lot of students are pretty good at doing crescendoing and diminuendoing on 2-measure phrases. Some are decent at doing it at 4-measure, but there's an 8-measure phrase in here that really works to teach them these long phrasings. Right here. Really nice opportunity to teach that longer phrasing and articulation. Okay, so that's the new Creepy Creatures series.